Breaking now, the jury in the Kylr Yust trial is going home for the night. They deliberated for almost 4 hours before adjourning. They'll be back at it tomorrow morning. Yust is charged with murder in the deaths of Kara Kopetsky and Jessica Runyons.
KCTV5's Emily Rittman has been following the trial since day one, and she joins us now live outside the Cass County Courthouse. Emily, how close is the jury to reaching a verdict?
Brad, not close enough to continue deliberating tonight. That's why they will come back and continue doing so tomorrow. Today was a long, intense day in court for everyone in the courtroom. The defense rested after Kylr Yust took the stand. That was a move that surprised many people, but not everyone. Kylr Yust told jurors he was with Kara Kopetsky on the day she disappeared on May 4th, 2007, after leaving Belton High School. Yust also said his half-brother, Jessup Carter, was with him that day in 2007.
It's really convenient, Kylr, that you sit here and you take the stand, and for the very first time in 14 years, after being interviewed by law enforcement time after time after time, you decide to put the blame on Jessup, right?
No.
Then he told jurors he remembered hearing Carter's voice on the night Jessica Runyons drove Yust home to his grandfather's house because Yust was drunk on September 8th, 2016. Jessica was never seen alive again. Her vehicle was torched. The state says before his death, Yust's half-brother Jessup Carter helped Yust hide in a mobile home in Benton County, Missouri, to recover from his burns. Then Carter turned Yust into authorities. Yust told jurors those burns came from using a burn barrel that he didn't know what was inside.
I then went to go light it like a dummy, and with my left hand on the rim, bent down in there and tried to light it with my lighter, which was a really bad decision.
You know, what's interesting is you must be the most unlucky guy in the world. You know why?
Why's that?
You've had 2 girlfriends that have gone missing, and the last person they were seen with is you? That's pretty unlucky, isn't it?
I mean, I think that's extremely unlucky, but anyone who has a brother that's a serial killer, I would say, is very unlucky.
Well, I mean, I think it's interesting again, and the only thing, quite frankly, that you've gotten lucky with in this case is that Jessup isn't here to answer for that, right?
I think he thought he was answering for it when he took his own life.
Well, that's your theory.
Prosecutor Julie Toll asked Yust about the 2 recorded confessions that jurors heard. 5 witnesses also testified Yust confessed to them. He told jurors one confession was an attempt to impress a girl who he said wanted to be with a killer. The other recorded confession to his mother on a jail phone call he said was out of spite.
I remember thinking, I might as well I'm going to get blamed. My whole life is a freaking wreck. Like, this is just, I can't, this is happening all over again, but, even worse. And I just remember, at a couple points, I was just like, screw it, I've got nothing else. I might as well be famous.
He decided, just like he had decided with Kara, if he couldn't have her, no one could.
The state ended their closing arguments by showing jurors a timer for the amount of time they say it takes to strangle someone to death.
But we're going to spend a minute and a half of silence. You think of those young girls fighting for their lives. You think of the defendant's commitment to make sure that no one else was going to have them.
We'll have to wait and see what resonated with those jurors. KCTV5 News will be back in court tomorrow and let you know as soon as a verdict is in. Reporting live, Emily Rittman, KCTV5 News.
Thank you, Emily. And now is the time to download the KCTV5 News app. As soon as there's a verdict, you'll get a push alert sent straight to your phone.